Okay, so we're going to look at percentage increase and decrease. We're going to look at how to do it with a calculator and without a calculator. We're going to start without and then we'll look at with. So does anyone know what percentage increase actually is? What do you think it means? Anyone have a guess?
Increase of percentages.
Yeah, good. So you just take a percentage and you increase it, so you make the number bigger. Okay? So it's going to make the number bigger. So when we're doing this, we've got two steps. So first of all, you're going to find the percentage of the number, and then you're going to add it on. Okay, so percentage increase, you add it on. So here, if we wanted to increase 30 by 20%, what we need to do is find 20% of 30. So we're going to find 10% of 30 first. So we're going to do what? Divide by 10, good. So we get 3. And how am I going to get up to 20? Times it by 2, so we get 6. So 20% of 30 is 6. Increase it. We're going to do 30. Add your 6, so we get 36. Okay? So when you're looking at percentage increase and decrease, they don't often ask a simple question of increase by this. They will give it to you as a worded question. So here you've got a packet of crisps, normally weighs 125 grams. The packet is increased in weight by 20%. What is the new weight of the packet of crisps? So all this is asking you is increase 125 by 20%. So again, we just do the same thing. What is 10% going to be? 10% of 125? 12.5, good. And what is 20% then? Good, times it by 2. 25. And then we're just going to add that on. We've got 125, add on our 25. The new weight is 150 grams. Okay? The next one I'm going to show you, we're going to show you how to do it as with a calculator. So you can use the online calculator, and I'll show you how to type that in. But what you want to do is find something called the multiplier. Okay? So we want to look at our 15% first. Because we're increasing, we want to add it to 100%. Okay, so we're getting bigger, we still want that whole amount, and we want a bit more. So we're going to add our 100% onto this, so we get 115%. To find your multiplier, all you're going to do is take your 115% and divide it by 100. Okay, we're just converting percentage into a decimal. So our multiplier becomes 1.15. Okay? So this is called the multiplier. Once you've found your multiplier, it's really simple. You just get a calculator up. You take the amount that you want to increase, so we're increasing 350, and you just times it by your multiplier. And the calculator will do it all for you. Okay, so if you've got a calculator, find your multiplier, and then it will increase it for you. Okay? So you can then type that in on the calculator, so just use the calculator you've got on your computer. What the best thing to do is when you're using this calculator, go up to the top here, the 3 little lines, press it and then press scientific, because you're going to want a scientific calculator. And then you're just going to do 350 times it by your multiplier, and then it gives you your answer for you. Okay? So that's how you do percentage increase without a calculator and with a calculator. Alright? So girls, log on to Hectic. We're going to be using Hectic. Okay? Yep. Alright. Happy with percentage increase? Okay? So we're going to look at percentage decrease. We follow exactly the same method, but the ending is slightly different. So percentage decrease. What we want to do is make the number smaller. Okay, so instead of increasing the number, we're going to make it smaller. It's the same step at first. The first step is the same for increase and decrease. You want to find the percentage of the number, and then instead of add it, we're going to take it away. Okay, so increase, add, decrease, take away. So if we want to decrease 50 by 30%, what can I do first? 10%. Good, we want to find 10%. 10% of 50 is 5, we divide by 10. And we want to get to 30%. To get from 10 to 30, we're going to times by 3. So I know I get 15. I've got to remember that I'm decreasing. So I take my 50, I'm going to take away the number I found, taking away that 15. And what do I get? 50, take away 15. 35, good. Okay, nice and simple. Again, you're most likely to get a worded question like this. There is a pair of trainers in the sale. They were originally £60. They have 20% off. How much do I pay? Again, you just find 20% of 60, which would be
12.
good. So 10% is 6, double it is 12, and then take it off. So 60, take away 12. How much is your pair of shoes?
£48.
Really good. Okay. So again, sometimes you'll have a calculator and you'll use your multiplier. Okay, so when you're decreasing, we want it to be lower. Okay, so there's two ways of doing this. I'm going to show you two methods. Okay, so the first method is you just turn your percentage into the multiplier straight away by dividing by 100. So we get 0.45. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your amount and times it by your multiplier. Okay, so if anyone's got a calculator up, just quickly type in 190 times 0.45. Good, well done, 85.5. So what we found here is we found 45% of our value. So we still need to take it off because we want to know how much they were after the sale, before the sale. So we want to then do 190, take away the value that you've just found. So 190, take away 85.5. You've got a calculator in front of you, just type that in. So 190, take away 85.5. 190, take away 85.5.
104.5.
Good. 104.5. We're working with money here, so what have I got to add on to the end? Pounds and 0.5. Did we say 0.5?
0.
Good. We say £104.50. The second method, it changed at this beginning bit here because we don't actually want 45%. We want the other part. We want 55%, and that'll give us our answer straight away. So you take away your percentage and then turn that into your multiplier. And then you take your amount, £190, times it by your multiplier, and straight away you'll get your answer. Both are equally as valid. You can use whichever method you prefer. Personally, I would go for this one here because you're more likely to forget to take it away than if you're doing it right at the beginning, then you don't have to do anything else. So if you take away the percentage at the beginning when you're doing decrease, times it by a multiplier, you get your answer, whereas here you're more likely to forget to take it away and put this as your answer. But both of them equally as valid, and that's how you use a multiplier for percentage decrease. Okay? So on Hegarty, there are some tasks. If you type in at the top, you type in percentage, there's a search bar. I'll get it up on here to show you. And then you can type in percentage. There's percentage increase and decrease without a calculator. There's percentage increase and decrease with a calculator. And then there's finding your multiplier. So I'll log in and show you. They have numbers as well, so I'll just get them up for you. So up the top here, this is the search bar. If you type in, start typing in percentage, you'll find increase and decrease. So percentage, increase and decrease without a calculator is number 88. Percentage with the multipliers is number 89. And then increase and decrease with a calculator is number 90. So you can choose which ones you want to work on. You don't have to do them in the order. So So obviously when you're doing the non-calculator, don't use the calculator. When you're doing the number 90, use your calculator on the screen. Turn it to scientific, that will help you. Have a go at using these. Do them in any order. If you feel you're confident at finding multipliers, just skip it and just do 88 and 90. So if you want at the top of the search bar, just type in the number and it will bring it up. Okay? Any questions, let me know. I'll be walking around to help. If you would rather work in your book and not on Hecate, there are some questions on the board for you to try. Green ones, non-calculator, red are calculator. Okay?